morning. Welcome to another episode of Did You Know? My name is Angie Perez with Paradigm IT Group and Paradigm IT Talent. We are continuing a very important conversation this week as it relates to malicious apps. Last week, we gave you a couple of tips on what to look out for and how to research apps before you actually hit download onto a workstation or any mobile devices. Today, we wanted to give you a better idea how some of these malicious apps will disguise themselves to target not just you, but actually even beyond us, our children, unfortunately. So there's been a couple of ways. So every update that you receive on any mobile device, will have some kind of security updates or patches attached to it. So it's not just fancier buttons that are now available or more features, but it also, will affect the security of the device. So you always want to make sure that you're running and updating your mobile devices on a timely basis. So there's been a couple of waves of applications that have been removed thus far. In that first wave, I wanted to kind of give you an understanding of, the extent of how these applications work against us, right? So some of the disguises that the applications or the developers will use on these malicious apps included things such as high VPN or free VPN service, and then other security things like Virus Cleaner 2019 or High Security 2019, High VPN Pro. So these are actually names of applications that were out there, which would lead a user to possibly think that these were working for the security of the user and they were actually working against the security. And so from that first round, there were a total of 24 applications that were revealed earlier this year that had been removed. Now, some of the interesting facts as it relates to these applications is that the commonalities that were found in these applications, they all came from a Chinese parent company, and it was tucked behind a handful of the developers that were putting these applications out there. So, there were things that were picked up on, such as dangerous permissions that were being asked for from the user in the download of these applications, the sneaky launch of, browser windows or click ads, and things of that nature, as well as harvesting data and sending it back to Chinese servers. So, again, you want to always try to do your due diligence before downloading any applications, including those that seem to be for the benefit of security purposes for the user. What is also very alarming is that from a second round of removal of applications that happened earlier this year in March, there were a total of 66 applications that were removed from Google Play. Out of those 66, 23 of those applications were actually targeting your children. So they came in the form of games. Right, so things such as Race in Space, Let Me Go, Stickman Runner, looking through this, Golden Cat, Puzzle. There's a whole list of different games. I will post both links for you guys so you can check it out. And luckily, if you were part of the update, these apps, if you did download them for any reason, they were removed from your device. However, that is how easy it is for you and I to fall victim to one of these cyber criminals. So a couple of things that we would recommend that you do. Number one is always make sure that you are monitoring the applications that your children are downloading onto their devices. So, whether it's them asking you for permission before they hit download, or whether you have some kind of software that you're using to monitor these, just always make sure that you are, as the parent, doing your due diligence and reviewing what they're downloading and researching further. Number two is it is strongly recommended that your children have their own device so that they can use strictly for downloading of entertainment applications. This way, if for whatever reason they happen to download a game that is a disguise app that is malicious, it's done on that one device, and it's not done on a device that you may perhaps use for work or, just to conduct your own personal business. We discourage people to hand their personal devices to their children so that they can use for entertainment, because these are the risks that you would kind of come across, and they've come across, and we can all very easily fall victim to. So those are 2 tips for you to hopefully take away. Just monitor, 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 research, and stay informed, right? We don't know what we don't know. On that note, you go forth and conquer. Make it a magnificent week. And if you have any questions, as always, your Paradigm team is here to rescue you from your IT nightmares. So dial the number listed on this video or email, and we'll be here for you. All right? Ciao.